This podcast is part of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts, visit red5network.com.
Yeah, that's how we're starting today.
Holy fucking shit. Welcome. Holy shit. What's up, everybody? I'm Big Lovin, and this is Don DellaSnooch. Welcome to the Escape Pod, episode 75, Football and AMA.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to fire the sound producer.
You're the fucking sound producer. Fuck. Damn it. I got to learn the board.
I'm like trying to get my fucking cord away from Brady. He's on it. And I'm like, oh, fucking wrong button. Hit.
Oh my God. Captain Nipple Dick Element exit from audio. You had to be there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was in the pre-chat.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was fantastic. Thank you for that, dude.
DJ says he got no alert for this.
What?
That's weird. It's been set up for half hour.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad you got to join us early enough, buddy.
Yeah.
Welcome, DJ.
I keep forgetting to go into the Red 5 Network chat and be like, hey, we're live, fuckers.
Yeah. Well, we're busy. We're doing a lot of shit before the show.
Yeah.
There's a lot going in.
Playing the wrong intro music is what the fuck we're doing.
Playing the outro music in the intro.
Yeah.
With the intro outro.
The in-out.
It's in vitro.
It's in and out burger.
It's in and out burger. It's really fucked up. You really screwed the pooch this time, buddy. I'd love to see how you're gonna edit that.
I'm not.
No, you can't. It's just gonna sound fucked.
Actually, I can, but I'm not going to because then none of the rest of this conversation makes any sense. Jess says that he has this new stormtrooper name. He's picked it already.
Well, we're going to go through a vetting process. We're going to go through surveys. We're going to go through charts.
Yeah.
Schematics.
Mm-hmm. DJ, there was no clap, just embarrassment.
No, it was fun. It was foul. It was awful.
It was a chit show.
Yeah. So I'm glad that we need all the suggestions we can get for our Sandcrawler Studio Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
We're going to be naming him, and we need everybody get in. Let's have a little fun with this.
Jess says Remington Plopswell the third.
Oh my God. That's so far that's leading.
It's out of one entry.
That's
it's the best one.
You're taking a picture of it, so we got it.
Taking a picture of Remington Plopswell the third.
That's fantastic. Dragon Buddy's already, I think, co-signing that one.
Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie McBoatface. Bodie McBoatface, the Stormtrooper.
I'm still fucking bitter about the Bodie McBoatface. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
The internet clearly spoke.
It was in a previous episode.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't remember offhand what episode that was, but it was a previous episode.
I rely on you for these things.
Well, I'm not gonna drop the ball like you did starting this show, but I'm gonna drop the ball on this one.
Yeah, fair enough. What we get into this week, buddy?
Dude, we went to Astronomicon 4.
We fucking did.
And that was a fucking blasty blast.
It was. We had a really good fucking time. It was the first con in a year and a half.
Yeah, and it felt good.
It did. It felt amazing. We got to walk around. We got to meet some people.
We got to see some people.
Yeah, we ran into some people that actually watch our show. Got to take pictures with folks.
Yeah.
Got to meet new people.
Yeah.
Hopefully
we got to see friends of the show. We met a friend of the show, Sean Cahill, and a friend of the show, Darius Payne.
Fuck yeah, we did.
And we got to Darius Payne's lovely little daughters.
Yep.
That was fantastical. They get through on the buckets and everything like that. That was awesome.
I got to stand about 3.5 feet from Shannon Elizabeth, and I did not ruin my pants.
And he almost did, though.
I almost did.
I couldn't see out of the lenses in my storm. I have blue extra lenses in my Stormtroopers to give them that blue reflective look. And when you're in some of them darker areas, it was hard to see. So like I saw Shannon Elizabeth, I knew it was her, but like I didn't see her in great detail.
I'm gonna say to everybody out there in the world that's listening to this little show, Shannon Elizabeth is every bit as beautiful in person as she is on camera.
Yes, that is true.
She is drop dead gorgeous.
It is true. Even through my bad vision, I could tell.
And I heard a couple of little podcasts of Ming Chen did over the weekend because he was there right next to her.
Yeah.
He talked about the whole time about how lovely she was and that she had a playlist going all weekend. And he says she listens to Def Leppard all the time. And he says it was really cool. He says that she's every bit as wonderful as you'd want her to be.
Speaking of Ming Chen, it was funny when we were getting in there, getting ready to collect our ticket. We were like 2 or 3 from getting our ticket, and Ming Chen bolts in line. And like, I recognized that was somebody.
Right.
I couldn't offhand know who it was right a second, but you were like, you pointed your finger and you're like, holy shit, it's Ming Chen, like out loud. Like, and like he turned around and looked at us.
Yeah.
And then he went back to what he was doing.
Yeah.
And like everybody around us like looked at us and then went back to what they were doing.
Yeah.
It was funny as shit.
I mean, I know that he's a minor celebrity.
But he's a celebrity to us.
But he was literally like feet from us.
Like he was within social distancing.
Yeah, he
feet.
Wasn't like he
was
came
right
in the back door behind the table.
No, like he went right beside us.
Yeah, like walked right past us.
Yeah.
And was just like, I need some extra passes. My folks
I think
are
he
coming.
was getting, he was trying to get money for somebody.
No, he was getting passes for his mom and dad.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's right. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
He's
you're
like,
right,
Mom and Dad are going to come. They probably won't stay long, but they're going to come. And he literally said that night when he did a podcast, they were there for like 45 minutes.
Hey, they showed up.
Yeah.
They're Michigan peeps.
Yeah. Ming Chen grew up in the Ann Arbor area, and that's where he went to school. He went to U of M. So
Right.
If you give a shit.
But it was cool. I mean, I know of Ming Chen, just living in the nerd realm and the nerd world, so I know who he is. I've always been honest that I didn't watch Comic Book Man when it was on. I've seen a few episodes on YouTube, but it was a cool thing. And I would just see him just, and then you're oh my God.
Right. I know it. I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, I'm an idiot.
You fucking did it though. You're like, oh shit, it's Ming Chen.
Famous person.
It was loud enough to where the dude turned the fuck around.
Well, to be fair, we were only, I mean,
we had to have been within 6 feet of it.
If you pulled out a tape measure, we were within COVID distance.
Yeah, your finger made us extra.
Yeah, and I got long arms, so.
Oh, it was great.
It wasn't my best moment, but it was cool. Anyway.
It was fun. Then we went to the truck because we backed into a nice shady spot, so we got to hang out in the shade, come take our buckets off.
Mm-hmm.
We hung out, took the jackets off because fuck, it was hot as shit that day.
Met some other people.
We saw the one dude from Twisted.
Oh yeah.
No, not Twisted. You know who it was.
Blaze.
Yeah.
Blaze, you dead homie.
Yeah. He was out smoking his thingy thing, taking a little walk, getting a little fresh air.
Yep. And I pointed out Red to you, and you're like, I don't know who Red is.
No, but it's fair. At least I'm being honest.
Most
I could have
people
fucking
don't know who
faked the funk the whole time.
It was just a cool little con.
We met the female versions, Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Those ladies were cool.
They were cool. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah, they wanted to get pictures with us. We wanted to get pictures with them, so it was mutual. That was sweet. We met other Star Wars characters, different people from the Mandalorian Mercs, and then people from the 501st.
Yep, the Mandalorian Mercs guys that were at our buddy's funeral.
Yes, specifically those two dudes were.
Right.
They remembered that.
Yeah, they remembered that funeral.
That was heartwarming to hear that they remembered that.
Yep.
That was awesome.
It was just a super good experience. So, anybody around the Michigan area, Astronomicon 5 will be next year. Make sure you check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you're into the horror genre.
Yep. There were a lot of like wrestling stars there.
Yeah, if you're into like
stars.
The whole Twisted and that whole type of genre of music, like definitely check that out.
Yep.
That's definitely it was a good time. And
Mick Foley was there. The guy that played Eddie Munster was there.
It was still good people.
Yeah.
It was a different kind of crowd than the Comic-Cons I've been to, but it was still good ass people, and that's what I love about them.
The super interesting thing about that con, as opposed to the other ones that you've been to, they keep the celebrities like over there.
Yeah, here
and
they were
like you're standing next to their table. You're like feel guilty. You're so up in their business. Well, I didn't pay to meet you, and they're like right here.
Right,
you could like hug some of these people just randomly. You're my favorite. That's $40. Fuck.
Oh, what's up, Roto Farm Boy?
Hey man, what's going on?
Thanks for stopping through. See, you can't stay long, man, but thanks for stopping through.
Well, let's get into the show proper.
Well, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and all your favorite podcasting apps like iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, Audible, and Google Play. Check us out and other great podcasts at the Red 5 Network. You'll find other great shows like A Certain Point of View that's devoting this month of August talking about films about aliens.
Oh, nice.
They did The Arrival and not Contact. What's the one with Mel Gibson? Signs. The other day. It was good.
I'm one of the few people I think that actually.
Yeah, I like that movie. And Blue Milk Cafe just explored why stormtroopers were such bad shots.
I understand why that is. It's because those fucking helmets.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they suck.
Well, he explores, or were they really?
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. Having worn a fucking bucket this last weekend, I'm gonna say with that explains why they're bad shots. Because it was a struggle to see and go and move.
Right. Oh, we got good news earlier. DJ does not have COVID.
Nice.
Well
Fantastical,
done.
sir.
Well done.
Round of applause. If you're listening to this as an audio podcast, please consider joining us live on Wednesday nights on YouTube at youtube.com/c/ATSW The Escape Pod. All one word.
Please join us at patreon.com. Search ATSW The Escape Pod in the search creator bar to support our show and get in on the exclusive escape crate.
That one day we will send a Dave.
Yeah, one day as soon as.
But we're kind of cheating with this one a little bit. We're kind of doing some fun stuff here.
Yeah, we know
we're doing
Dave.
some things. We know Dave, so
he's getting a little inside baseball stuff, and it should be fun.
It's we gotta ruffle some feathers and do some things. So, it's gonna we always have them record opening the box and seeing the reaction to stuff. So
we're waiting on the Philadelphia Eagle licensed dildo with the whoopee cushion attached to it.
And once we get that, we'll send it in, and you'll be ready.
Yeah.
And it'll all be together.
Right. Please visit our store on tpublic.com, search ATSW The Escape Pod, and make sure that you scroll down to look at the other random goodies like coffee mugs, stickers, and tote bags, in addition to shirts and hoodies.
You want to go back? Please join us at patreon.com and no, you didn't.
Okay.
Because I'm supposed to read the fucking tpublic.com.
I know. I read them both.
Why would you do that?
Because I got to get my shit together.
You need to get your fucking shit together. Jesus, man. What the fuck, dude?
Just read that.
All right. Follow us at ATSW _ the Escape Pod on Instagram and at the Escape Pod on Twitter, and join the ATSW The Escape Pod Facebook group.
Yeah. Who the fuck would write that for a name of a Twitter page?
That's what they gave us.
Yeah, it was. It was probably what was auto-generated. In the chat, we got Dragon Buddy, Lunar Girl.
Dub just joined.
Oh, I haven't got to Dub yet.
Oh, well, he just joined. I see him pop up. I didn't want you to mix him because you were going up to the deuce.
Sure.
I was Scooby-Doo. 11.
Hector Riviera's in the chat.
11.
I'm pretty sure Jess Jen popped into the chat. Scott Rasmussen. There's Jen.
There's Jen.
There's Jen.
There's Jen. She's right there.
DJ Red 4's in the chat.
What up, DJ?
Jess is in the chat. Press Play Streaming is in the chat.
Yeah, man. What's up,
Alan.
dude? Alan, how's it going, brother?
Andrew Gore's in the chat. Welcome.
Nice. What's
Rural
up, Andrew?
Farm Boy.
Rural Farm Boy? Nah, well, I already
and
introduced him. But
since you didn't see it, Dub's in the chat.
Yeah, Dub, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining us, brother. Didn't know you were here. Asshole.
Well,
Jesus.
You're right.
I didn't want you to miss it. You started scrolling up, and he just was like, "Sup, everybody."
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the show?
Dick. First up, gotta get to the Sidebar Cantina. That is the mothership. That is David Jason. That is the New Jerseydalfians. That is the homies doing their thing. I always forget the last episode they did, and it was 2 days ago. And I always put
Dave
you on
and
the
Jason?
spot. Yeah. Sidebar Cantina. Luna Girl can tell us. I always forget, and I try to make you, and then I immediately remember.
Did they have a show on Monday?
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Did you?
Maybe.
Maybe. We're both looking for Luna Girl to jump in here,
Yeah.
and she hasn't.
Don, where are you going to be tomorrow? Here. I'll be here.
Don, you sure you're going to be here?
I won't have my shit together, but I'll be here.
Apparently, I don't have my shit together either because I forgot what the fucking guys did for Monday.
I don't know how the fuck. I can't remember either. I'll look it up while you do things.
Okay, next let's get to Use and Abuse with Kim and Scott doing their 2 for shows on Tuesday. I'm sorry. Still looking and nothing has happened. Chappelle's Show, episodes 7 through 9.
That's why I didn't tune in.
Oh shit. I completely forgot about that. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Because I actually listened to that show.
Yeah. Well,
And I completely spazzed it.
I totally didn't. Tisha was home. We were on the lake, which is why I didn't.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing
We were having a date night.
Hey guys, new guy here. What's up, MR? Or Mr. or yeah, I guess that's all we can go with.
Welcome, MR. Molly Ringwald. It's fucking Molly Ringwald,
Dude,
dude.
we've scored. We've hit it big. This is huge.
Yes.
80s superstar in the house.
Oh, I feel good.
Hell yeah.
Feel good.
I just saw the fucking high five in the playback. Next, check out Big Swede for Big Swede's Excellent Adventure and Tactical Swede and Swede Reacts on YouTube. Holy fuck, dude.
What?
Let's bring in somebody
We should.
because we've had him waiting in the wings for a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Dragon Buddy. What's up, buddy?
Hi, guys.
What's up, dude?
Not much. How's it going?
Sorry to have you waiting so long.
It's all good. You had me laughing.
Good. I got caught up in what was going on, and I completely forgot we were having other people join. And I was like, "Oh shit, we were talking to Dragon Buddy."
Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully we have some more people come on, but if not, it's just going to be us, and that's just fine because we like you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cool.
We can get down with you, brother.
Before we get to that, let me read the Patreon shout outs. Scott and Kim, Todd Lovin, Jen and Jess, Big Swede, Lunar Girl, and
Dragon Buddy.
DJ Red 4, Red 7, Red 4.
Red 4. What the fuck, man?
Richie the King, R. Brewster, Kristen Roscom, Ronald Man Johnson, Backyard TARDIS, Eric Dove Williams, Philly Dave Martin, and as always, Nostalgia Inc. sponsors the Escape Crate. Oh, Ghost Pepper joined the chat.
Oh, what up, GP? That's right. That's the motherfucker right there.
Let's do this.
That's my homie. I do a lot of interracial stuff with that guy.
I know. Well, pretty much anytime you do anything with him, it's interracial.
Oh yeah, that's true. But never mind. I'm talking about different shit.
Now what the fuck are you talking
No, it's just between me and him. He knows. It's for me and him. He knows.
All right. You know the words.
Wow.
You know the words, Dragon Buddy.
It's movie time. Movie time. It's movie time. Movie time.
So here we are.
I love movie time, but I was having a moment with Josh.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh,
He loves me. I love him too.
You guys
It's all
are so
good.
sweet.
He is my sweetheart.
That's nice.
My Americano sweetheart.
What the fuck?
That's nice.
I'm sorry, guys. I drugged Brady today.
Well, I'm at 11.
He's.
I'm at 11 today, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good.
I gave him one of those drinks that completely discombobulates a human.
Marley's mellow mood.
I'm gonna drag him out to the car later on and have my way with him.
Yes.
As
So-
one should.
The Matrix 4 trailer was shown to a crowd at CinemaCon earlier today.
Yes.
The the title for the movie was released, The Matrix 4 Resurrections.
As one should.
So
Reboot, basically.
the trailer hasn't actually been released to the public yet, but I did watch a video that kind of went through the trailer beat for beat. It pretty much puts Neo and what was the chick's name?
Grace Kelly.
No,
Trinity.
Trinity.
See, that's why Dragon Buddy's here. You gotta handle when I'm typing
here.
Dragon Buddy. You gotta handle the
Hey,
show, bud.
You do the love. I got this.
They're back in the real world, in the Matrix, and then the movie takes off from
I
there.
can't wait to see what they can do with today's technology, dude.
The guy did say that the look kind of had a retro look and it looked a little grainy. Like they were intentionally
like they took it back to 2000s.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if maybe the look that they're going for while he's plugged in is that look that was appropriate for the time the original Matrix came out.
Right.
And then once we get out of the Matrix, maybe the image sharpens up.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That's
See if
neat.
that happened.
But I have no idea. That's just conjecture.
Nice.
But anyway, that happened. The movie's coming, and everybody that did speak on the trailer today seemed to really be excited for what was coming.
Well, that excites me then.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
There's a live action Cowboy Bebop to hit Netflix November 19th. I've seen a picture.
Yeah.
I've seen them like they're sitting on a couch. One's like laying upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the other two characters, but I'm not as familiar with Cowboy Bebop to know who was who.
So I know nothing about Cowboy Bebop other than people love it, and therefore I'm stoked that we're gonna get this. I'm like, yes, this is gonna be great. I know nothing, I have no expectations, and I will enjoy it for what it is.
Everybody starts hating, and you're like, yes, it's bullshit. You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll probably be like, what are you guys talking about? This is great.
Fantastic.
This is good stuff.
I kind of like going in to see something without any expectations.
Yeah.
It's so much harder to enjoy something that you've filled up with your own headcanon.
Absolutely. You go in with nothing in your head, expecting anything, and you have a better time regardless.
Right.
Watching the movie.
Which, I mean, it should be easy for me because there ain't shit in my head anyway.
It's true.
It's like a rattle can.
He's big dummy. He's big dummy.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage has been pushed to 2022.
Reportedly.
Like legitimately from the fucking studio.
Yeah. They said, reportedly, we're going to do this.
They basically cited the Delta variant and they don't want their box office hurt.
Yeah.
So, okay. Here we are. We're back into let's delay everything until COVID's over.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna get sued again.
Right. It's not gonna be me.
Jen says Edward isn't on the cast list for a live action Cowboy Bebop, to which I reply, I don't know who the fuck that is, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay. It happens.
That's either great or it sucks really bad. I'm
but
not
we
sure
don't know.
which.
Either way, I'm not going to know.
No, I'm not going to be sitting there watching the show going,
yeah,
where the fuck is Edward?
I'll take the red pill.
Never done that before.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I will. Josh Brolin has seen the final cut of Dune and calls it a quote unquote cinematic masterpiece.
I find that rather inciting. Not inciting. Exciting.
Exciting. Now, is Josh Brolin in the movie?
I believe yes.
That's cheap then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, for people who have seen it, which you haven't, the original one, the character that Josh Brolin is playing is the one that was played by I'm blanking his name. The guy that played Jean-Luc Picard on
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Oh, okay. Duncan. That would be Duncan.
No,
I think isn't that Duncan? No.
no.
No, it's not Duncan. I'm not sure.
I'll look that, or Brady, look that up. No, don't look that up.
What?
Dragon Buddy, I'll look that up.
I got it.
Okay. Is it you? Is it
No,
me?
it's me.
Okay.
Dominique Thorne's Ironheart will make her MCU debut in Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. Gurney. Yeah.
Gurney.
Plays Gurney. Other news came out of Black Panther 2 today. The lady that's playing Shuri
Yes.
ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't read the article or nothing. But...
She got hurt doing some kind of harness wire work. But they're saying that it won't affect the production schedule. So she seems to be somewhat okay.
Oh, that's good. Good. Anthony Mackie closes deal to star in Disney/Marvel's Captain America 4 film. And I guess I was ignorant to the fact that I thought that happened much earlier. Like, I've seen this become news now lately, but I thought this happened at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, it did. They made Anthony Mackie Captain America. This is just saying they finished his contract.
I thought that already happened. This is what I'm saying.
He was more or less, he was offered the job and he accepted it. They just had to close on the money.
I gotcha. Okay.
Official.
Official.
Which is crazy considering they made an entire show.
Right.
On the presence or the idea that he had said he wants the job.
Right.
It'd be like, here's your first and last year plus severance. We hope you show up on day one.
I'll be there.
You got it, dude.
I promise I'll be there.
Cross my heart and
No.
Power up. I'm bad. Get over here.
Wee. 343 has announced that Halo Infinite will not have campaign co-op or Forge at launch, but is still committed to releasing the game this holiday season.
So we've talked about this multiple times.
This game is killing me, bro.
That game was supposed to come out at launch.
I'm glad I'm not a fan of this series.
So what are we fucking, by the time this comes out, 18 months after launch or so?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're going to release the game. It's not finished.
I promised to finish it.
Yeah.
Really sorry.
Yeah. It's only $70. We'll get around to finishing it eventually.
So sorry.
Sorry. Well, it's a Canadian studio, eh?
Sorry. So sorry.
It's such a bummer. Anytime this kind of shit happens, it doesn't matter if it's like, I don't even have an Xbox. Like, I shouldn't care. But it bums me out for actual fans.
Molly Ringwald said that Halo 2 was the best. The rest were so-so.
Poor Molly Ringwald.
There was no objection when we called Molly Ringwald out.
That's true. It's true.
That is true.
Maybe it's Mike Riley.
Holy fuck.
Or
Oh, Lunar Girl.
I have no idea. I don't have any more R's. Mickey Rooney.
His name is Mike.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, holy fuck!
Oh, well. Yeah. Sorry for the jokes, Mike. Thanks for being here.
Fantastic.
Ain't not nice.
That's great.
It's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. You guys are dicks.
You guys are dicks. I'm never coming back.
Hi, Mike.
Hold on. That might have saved him. Hold on.
Okay.
We might be reeling him in with Dragon Buddy here.
It's a good thing we got Dragon Buddy here. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Anniversary Edition set for November 11th with next-gen upgrades.
Nice.
which I thought was super cool. As long as you have that, the I don't know, Pro Edition or whatever the big edition was they came out with
It's Mike.
last year. It is Mike.
It is Mike.
It is
So,
Mike.
Now that we know.
Like Mike.
Like Mike.
If I could be
I'm gonna
like
always
Mike.
remember. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
I
wanna be. I'm sorry.
it's the Skyrim Special Edition owners. So anybody who's bought Skyrim in like the last couple of years is going to get this free upgrade to next gen, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Told you. Elder Scrolls 6. Nope. Here's another Skyrim.
It's
great.
I remember you saying that too.
I just fucking bought it again.
Damn it. He got me. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You mean we've got another version of the same game I love?
Later, press play.
Take it easy, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm 19 levels into playing this game again.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
You got me. You got me in.
Damn it.
I absolutely adore that game, and it plays better now than it ever did.
Oh, yeah.
I got all kinds of mods. It's all super pretty. It's running in 60 frames per
beautiful.
Did you read the
second.
next one? 'Cause
Right.
You can read the next one because it's hand in hand.
I did that.
Okay. I didn't. I was laughing and chatting, reading, and then Mike, and then people were leaving, and it got weird.
It's open mic night.
It's
on
open
the
mic
Escape
night on
Pod.
the Escape Pod. That was awful. That was so bad. Fantastic. Oh, okay. So I'll get into the next one.
You should.
Because Cyberpunk 2077 is to get 2 expansions, multiplayer back in development.
So this is another one of my big angry pet peeves.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I mean, it just fucking punched me right. Like, nobody's playing this fucking game. Nobody.
Well,
Everybody stopped playing this game a year and a half ago when it was broken the first fucking time.
there are hardcore people that still play it. And
8 dudes, and they all live
it's
in their
just
mom's
another
place.
example of here's this game we made. Oh, yeah,
I
it's
got it.
broken. I'm sorry it's broken. We're fixing it. Wait, why didn't you finish it? Because here's a new game.
Yeah, I see they're
You
throwing
see-
me under the bus.
But he can't throw you under the bus because I have pictures to prove from said chat where those have come from.
Mhm.
And it sure as shit didn't come from you.
I do.
So you better calm down, Jess. Calm it down.
I don't even understand why there is perverted mods to Skyrim.
I don't know why one would have those, Jess.
Oh, did you hear that bus back up? Hit you again.
Whoops.
I just don't I don't get it. It's not my thing. There's all kinds of weird shit that I like doing to that game. Like there's a mod where you can throw chickens and they explode. They follow your targets around and then they explode.
It's
Like,
incredible.
That's the kind of shit I want.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You know, you send in exploding chickens. That's good shit.
Great. That's good stuff.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Here we go. Moving on.
And now it's time for Sports Talk with your hosts, Dangerous Don Juan DellaSnooch, beautiful Brady Lovin, here on the Escape Pod.
Yeah. We got to see Darius the other day.
Yes, we spoke of that when we were talking about going to Astronomical. It was fantastic. I see that dude often delivering mail.
That's what you said. He must be around your
just-
neck of the woods.
What? Yeah, on my side of town as I go about my business, I casually am like, oh, that was fucking Darius. There he went.
Nice. Does he look angry?
He looks like he's gonna stab the mail.
This fucking package.
Fuck you and your stamps.
I'm
bitch.
surprised that he doesn't deliver my mail because my mail over here is always smashed all this shit.
It's probably from him. He's probably like Don Sulski with his 32 bills. Arr!
I've had 3 pop vinyls fucked up in the mail in the last 6 months.
He's jealous of your collection. I would
bet.
be too.
It's really.
I'd be kicking him to your doorstep.
You know what this? Okay, so this is the worst thing. All right, I got a pop from Funko I ordered it from Funko on release day, like limited edition. Only so many people got them. It's the one of like Darth Vader where he's going like this because he's crushing somebody's throat.
Nice.
The mail fucked up the box. I got a hold of Funko and I said, hey, what the fuck? This package was damaged. My box is all dented, all the shit. They're like, oh, sweet. We will send you another box. Sorry about that. Here you go.
Okay.
3 weeks later, I come home and there's a package laying at my front door, soggy as fuck. I open it up. It's my new Funko box. Just saturated.
Oh, dude, that's messed up.
I just threw it away and I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm done.
You didn't throw the pop away, did you?
No, but the box, like I'm like, well, this is no good.
Don't
And
do that.
I'm not calling the Funko people back because they'll never accept another claim from me. They'll just be like, this guy's full of shit. He's got a side hustle where he's selling Funko boxes.
I just want a box, man. I just want one good box.
I was so mad. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, Big Swede.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Hey.
What's going on?
You guys hear me all right?
You're a little quiet. You're sprouting extra arms.
Yeah, that I am.
Nice.
You hear me now?
Yes,
What's up, man?
Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I got a ton of time, but I figured I'd drop in and see how things are going.
Well, good. We were just getting ready to work our way through the little bit of sports talk we got.
Yes.
And then I think we got some hot sheets, and we'll be into talking about football in 5 minutes or so.
I doubt it. It'll be more like 10.
Maybe 10.
Got to get derailed a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Who was last?
It doesn't matter.
All right.
This is your stuff.
Detroit Lions are reportedly the most bet team to make the playoffs in Vegas.
I think that's fucked.
Well, here's the logic, I think. I think that they're giving the Jared Goff thing a little bit of credit, and it's only to make the playoffs.
Not when.
So
for sure.
They're probably getting good odds and betting for a possibility.
I'm still a believer that Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Jared Goff.
I guarantee you he is, but there's always been this weird thing going on in Detroit where things that don't make sense happen all the time.
I know.
So there's no reason why the Detroit Lions can't win the Super Bowl with Jared Goff.
I mean, calm the fuck down, dude. What was that?
Playoffs?
It won't make sense.
Jeez.
Playoffs?
You went from getting into the playoffs to winning a fucking Super Bowl.
Why not?
Like nothing.
Why not?
You can't pass that off
Why
here,
not?
buddy. Not buying it.
I
Jesus.
admire the just complete delusion of grandeur.
You guys
I
were
admire
just
and I reflect that.
That can't be water.
You guys were supposed to just let that slide and move on.
I
Hell no.
admire and reflect that in my own colors. Super Bowl.
Jesus.
Uh,
Winning a Super Bowl. Get out.
all right. So because marijuana
Use that and
is
smell it.
legal in Michigan, someone's going to smoke a Super Bowl.
It's gonna be the whole fucking state, apparently.
The whole state of Michigan wins,
Tell us about
regardless of the game.
Tell us about Cammy Newton.
Old friend Cam Newton there is to start as the first choice QB for the New England Patriots in 2021.
I thought that was wild after his performance last year. I thought for sure.
Apparently he's doing a lot better this year in training camp and whatnot.
He got better.
I'm not picking him on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
As a avid player of fantasy sports, I wouldn't pick up Cam Newton in the 7th round as a backup.
I don't need him as a backup. I'm good.
No.
I'm good. Anybody got anything to say about that, Swede? I know you're trying to tackle a kid over there. Beat him. Yeah, give him the people's elbow.
Yep. Make him talk.
Come on, buddy. If you don't show us what's up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Well done.
Good job, buddy.
Well done.
Awesome.
That was riveting for
Had to get a delivery.
For those who aren't watching us live or on YouTube, Swede had his son deliver him a beer while in show. That is beautiful.
What is going on?
Whoa! Oh, and he's got the gun cap remover. I love it. Shoot him! Shoot him! Do you want to build a snowman?
I saw an advertisement for that thing, and I'm like, I gotta have it.
My sister-in-law.
I can shoot my caps without doing the Johnny Lawrence snap. You know.
Right.
Oh.
Andrew says that the Saints are going to be a train wreck this year.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out their quarterback situation.
Yeah,
we'll get in that into football. We haven't got there yet.
Yeah. I can talk about train wrecks too. So
the Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12 announced an alliance this year to address the future of college athletics and combat the SEC's influence.
I read that. I started reading that, and I was like, this article's way too long for me.
There's a lot going on, but essentially what's the big gist of it is the SEC has worked out a deal with ESPN where they're getting all kinds of exclusive rights and shit. And ultimately ESPN's in line to muscle their way and push out all the other TV deals for all the other teams.
Of course they are.
And then, of course, the already previously existing nonsense that they're doing to pick up players and backroom deals and all that kind of stuff, which they can't combat on their face. They have to deal with them,
right?
Because if you call out a team like that, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
you're going to have to prove it and blah blah blah. So there's a lot that's going to be coming. Basically, they're trying to salvage what left as far as money goes that they can get their hands on. Because if they're not getting deals from these networks and whatnot, then they're not going to have money to run their programs.
Right.
Where's Boston College going to get all their money to run their program if they're not being aired on TV because ESPN's like, no, the SEC is getting all the time today.
Right.
Oh, their viewership will fall.
Yeah.
Their viewership won't be able to handle that.
Right. Unless we got like ESPN 32.
Which is possible.
That's the only thing I can think of is ESPN wants to launch their own streaming service for sports. Where they just own sports.
Yeah.
And it's just varying degrees of the sports on what you can watch and then what you got to pay for.
Right. And this will be extra. Playoff season will be an extra.
I have ESPN Plus. Well, how do I get that? Well, we have a plus. What the fuck is a plus?
You don't have ESPN multiplication?
That one's blacked out in your area because you don't have triple plus.
Formula One is on at 9 a.m. in the morning, and you can watch it at 8 o'clock tonight on ESPN2 on ESPN Plus. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I just want to watch the race, man.
The race is over by the time you get all your subscriptions in line.
Your phone goes off with all the notifications, and you're like, fuck, I didn't even get to see it yet.
ESPN Plus Premiere.
Plus Premiere.
The Ocho Rio.
The Ocho Rio.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about what Yahoo had to say today?
Yeah, and I've heard this coming up in a bunch of other different fantasy stuff I've been paying attention to. Yahoo Sports says unvaccinated players are a liability to both your fantasy team and NFL teams alike. Seen a lot of people talking about that because like Cam Newton's a prime example. He can't play this Saturday preseason because of there was something wishy-washy with his COVID testing, but that puts him out for 5 days, and that 5 days happened to fall on a Saturday.
Right.
So he doesn't get to play this Saturday because the preseason games are on a Saturday.
So,
but
I wonder if on like the draft boards that's going to be like a thing, like you're going to have like unvaccinated so you can like make choices based on that.
Shit, we're gonna have to look at it. If they're not, I'm gonna have to look it up.
And I also heard
I take this shit seriously, man.
there is the way it's set up. The teams are subject to the laws of the place that they're playing. So if there's different requirements, let's say in North Carolina versus what there is in Colorado.
So they wrote another rule as vague as possible.
Right.
Oh, of course.
So if a player that's unvaccinated is not compliant with whatever rule governs them at that state, they might not get to play. Like
Might even have a whole game forfeited.
Right. You know, it adds a whole level of complexity to this year's draft that I was not prepared for.
Everybody's going to be taking the full 3 minutes between their picks to see if their guy's vaccinated.
I have to do my research.
Yeah. Like,
where's the federal database?
For that.
Let's see.
I'm out of it for a little while, and everybody gets delusions of grandeur.
Truth. Here we go.
These are the hot sheets. Best investigator reporting on the planet.
It's true.
These are quick.
Yeah, we only got a few of them. Black Canary movie may introduce Green Arrow and set up a spin-off film.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, Black Canary needs to do well and show me that Green Arrow's worth a damn for me to be like, yeah, we definitely need this.
The Green Arrow show wasn't bad. It just went on too long.
Yeah.
I'd be into that. And the other thing is WandaVision's Kat Dennings says, and by the way, I would watch Kat Dennings read the phone book. Like anything that she wants to do. If she wants to knit a scarf, I'm in.
Yes.
Anyway, Kat Dennings says Marvel herd fans and a Darcy and Jimmy Woo spinoff is possible. So we lost Swede. I don't know if that is a legit thing, or if it's just a B-side actor talking,
Right.
which happens.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to get into the show?
Let's talk about football for a while.
Yeah, let's talk
Football.
about some foosball.
Oh.
So, I don't know where Swede went. First off, what got you guys interested in football?
I think, honestly, I can't remember if it was my dad that got me into football or if it was learning to play it at school on the playground.
Mm.
I really don't remember. I know I was fully invested when I started collecting football cards. I was like, football's awesome. I'm all about it. Except I was scared to play it because I was so skinny.
You were skinny, which is weird because you're enormous now.
Yeah, but I was dude, Kermit the Frog, like to the fullest.
Like you look at pictures of Brady, like when he started in the Air Force,
Right.
he was a twig.
Yeah.
And now he's 11 foot tall with a 42-foot wingspan.
It's true. It's true.
He owns it. The
He might
best
be a little
pantsless hugs.
smaller than like a professional basketball player, but not
Just
much.
a tad, but just a tad. Giannis has a couple inches on me,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Yeah, he
not
does.
that much. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
What about you, DB?
I remember being a kid, and there were two things. I mean, we're talking. I was young. That we lived about 5 miles away from the Coliseum in New York, and it was hockey and it was football, and that meant family came over, and we were all watching the game, cheering up and down, Islanders and Giants. Then we moved to Pennsylvania, and my dad became an Eagles fan because we now live in Pennsylvania, and it was, no, I'm a Giants fan. And that was just carrying it through. Like we had dollar bets on every game.
Oh, so you stayed the Giants fan and Dad became the Philly fan?
He did.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Got to
He
keep
did.
it. Got to keep it fighting in the house.
It was great. It was great.
That happens a lot with folks though, where they're especially with pro teams, when they move to a new region, they just become a fan of
Yeah.
whatever the new team is.
I can attest to that. I was never I always rooted for the Lions because they always sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But I was never a fan of theirs. But now that I live in Michigan, I'm a Raiders fan first and foremost, but I am a Lions fan.
Yeah. Well, I out of any professional football game, I can pick a team that I want to root for. I mean, very rarely am I like, you know what, both these teams need to lose.
Super Bowl, Chiefs, 49ers. Both
divisional games. Divisional games, it's can they both lose? Like,
yeah. If it's like the Packers versus the Vikings, I want them both to lose.
I'm down with that.
I mean, I want them both to lose a quarterback.
Right. Not just the game.
Not just the game.
Lose.
Like I want to see broken arms.
Lose at life as Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, definitely. I was not interested in sports in general. Take it easy, MR. Mike,
later, Mike.
Mike Molly Ringwald.
Mike the Molly Ringwald.
I was not interested in sports at all until a buddy of mine was like, hey, I've got a free ticket to go see Michigan play Eastern Michigan, I believe it was. It was a no-nothing game. He was just like, I got a ticket. You want to go? And I'm like, I don't not want to go.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like to do things I haven't done before. So, and once I was in the stadium with all those people cheering, and everybody was cheering and exciting, I'm like, the fuck is going on? This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And my first experience at a sporting event was 115,000 people.
Right.
It's a massive crowd. And I'm like, well, maybe there's something to this. And then it snowballed from there. It was football, college football for a while. And then the Tigers had a shot at the series. And I'm like, well, there's something to this baseball thing. I should, and then I started watching baseball. And then there was an outing at work to a Lions game. And I'm like, well, I guess Lions. And so I went to a Lions game. And then right after that, I started dating a girl that liked the Red Wings. And I'm like, fucking hockey.
That's where I started. I started as hockey. That's how I started.
And all this happened between 2006 and 2010.
Wow.
So I went from sports are dumb to I love
yay sports ball.
Yeah. Welcome to Super Sports Ball. I'm your host, Don.
Hi, Don.
I'm a fan.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm a fan as well.
Yeah. And then to
hi, my name's Brady, and I'm addicted.
To cap it all off, about the time Mikey was about 11, I found Michigan hockey, University of Michigan hockey. And that was a love story. I was like, oh, I'll watch this every day.
Hockey is great.
I
And then
love
you watch
hockey.
college
I wanna
hockey,
go watch.
and you're like, holy crap, this is so much more intense.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't think it was possible.
Hockey, college hockey is intense like street hockey between people that can't fucking stand each other.
Right, exactly.
Like you go to the local rink and there's that crosstown rivalry. And those dudes work with each other.
You go to that match, and you're like, "Hey, I'm at a fight, and a hockey game broke out."
Exactly. But that's where football happened for me. My buddy was like, "Hey, you want to go to this?" And I'm like, "I don't not want to go. Let's go."
Good stuff.
So, what's your favorite team, college and pro, and why? Football. Back to football.
I'll let Dragon Buddy start.
All right. I started off with what's that? Probably like 85, 86. The Wolverines came out and movie, and I was like, oh wow, there's a college team named the Wolverines, and I'm like, I like them just because they're called the Wolverines, and became a straight Michigan fan for many years. Then, because of where I am started liking PSU, which is really weird, and still causes rifts to today. But so I'm kind of torn. My daughter is Penn State alum, so Penn State has a special spot in my heart. But honestly, if they're as long as they're not playing together, I'm cool with Michigan as well. And then, like I said, I lived in Long Island. I like the Giants. I could see the city. The Giants have always been about the city skyline, and that's been a part of my life forever. So I bleed blue. What?
I totally understand what you're saying about the whole Penn State thing, because Mikey is now in the Navy, and I will be rooting for Navy until I'm an old man.
Yeah, it's how it is
now a thing. So when the armed forces all play, go Navy.
Right.
That's where we're at.
I love it. I love it though.
That's awesome.
What about you,
Brady?
My favorite pro team is the current Las Vegas Raiders, because they've been in my lifetime the Oakland Raiders, the Los Angeles Raiders, back to Oakland, back to Los Angeles, back to Oakland, and back again.
Isn't Oakland like a suburb of Los Angeles?
It's something like that, buddy. It's its own. I mean, it's
its own town.
Yeah, it's its own place.
It's like Lansing.
It's over there.
Yeah, there you go. It'd be like a Lansing or an Ann Arbor separate kind of situation.
Right. Okay.
And my favorite college team is a hard one for me, because I didn't grow up a college football fan. My dad never watched college football. My grandpa watched all sports. He was always reading the newspaper on sports and stuff like that. And the first college football game I ever remember watching was with my grandpa and my dad. I think it was when Oregon played Penn State in the Rose Bowl. And I could be mistaken. Maybe it wasn't a Rose Bowl, but I know Oregon played Penn State. Penn State ended up winning that game.
That could be a Rose Bowl. That would be Pac-12 versus Big Ten. Rose Bowl.
So I remember watching that game with my dad and my grandpa, and seeing the excitement between my grandpa was excited. My dad was having fun with it. He was watching football with his dad, and I was watching football with them. So I always rooted for Oregon. But when I moved up to Michigan, being this close to it, and I was always a Charles Woodson fan. I've always been a Charles Woodson fan. He was part of the Jordan brand. He's part of the Raiders. And I loved the Fab Five when it came to basketball, because I'm a huge basketball fan. Mm-hmm. So when I came up here, I'm like, I'm a Michigan guy. I'm rooting for Michigan. I give all the respect in the world to Magic Johnson being a Spartan, but I root for Michigan. That's how I go. But I haven't been in the situation with Oregon and Michigan. So
yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No.
I can't remember the last time.
Oregon played Michigan State a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon played Michigan State.
Yeah, and Oregon fucking cleaned their clock. So that was when Oregon was real good for a while.
Yeah. So those would be my
I remember when I was growing up, Michigan playing teams in the Rose Bowl rather consistently.
Yeah.
Yes.
For quite a long time. Like Michigan was in the Rose Bowl most years, and we were always over at my grandma's because it would be on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve?
New Year's.
Day. Okay.
Yeah.
But she would always have her Christmas on whatever day the Rose Bowl happened to be. And my uncle is a diehard Michigan State fan, and he would spend the entire time bitching about how MSU would have been better or whatever. And then Michigan would always win, and, almost always win. Michigan was real dominant in the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite college team is, I don't know. No,
sure.
It's sure. Clearly the University of Michigan.
I get you.
To the point where it's ridiculous, and people all that have mentioned, like, are you really that serious? And I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm an all-in kind of guy. If I like something, we're going to do it. And my favorite pro team is the Lions, for lack of a better option. I'm from Michigan. The Lions are a Detroit team. They're my team by proxy, and I'm okay with that. Like I don't need the team to be better than they are because I'm not that invested in pro football.
Fair enough.
I watch pro football on Sunday because that's what's on Sunday. I mean, that's the football that's on Sunday. If they played college football on Sunday too, I would probably watch the college game.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I didn't care for pro football because it didn't have the same heart that college football has. It took me a long time to get to where I liked pro football for what it was.
Yeah.
But it's way different when somebody's playing for their school and their culture versus a guy who's going to his job that used to play on the other team 2 years ago.
And it depended. Excuse me. It depends on the team you're following. If you're following a team that's not winning, you don't see that.
But if you see a guy that puts that heart in, where you see he's hurt and he's out on the field,
sure,
and he's playing his heart out and like made that great block, and you can see him limping away.
I love that.
He's doing that not for money, not for fame. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, is kicking ass out here, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I definitely have learned to appreciate that, but I didn't connect with me up front.
Right.
Because at the beginning, I was like, these are a bunch of guys either playing their ass off because it's a contract year, or throwing the shit because they didn't get the contract that they wanted, or...
Oh, I'm saying like a college ball with that kind of heart.
Balls.
That's the kind of heart. There's no money behind that heart,
right?
And that drive.
Well, there will be soon.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah,
soon.
well, now the things change.
But I don't think that it's going to change the game.
I hope not.
I think that the guys will be maybe playing a little harder and trying to get noticed so that they get contracts, but that won't change the fact they love their school.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that, and they would be playing. I mean, they're still playing for a contract to make real money. I mean, once you're out of college, if that's all the money you're making and you're not going pro, that's where the money stops. So
but college players get a band of brothers mentality, whereas I don't see that in the pros very often. Maybe respecting a colleague is about as far as that really goes.
Yeah.
There's
more disrespect that you can see watching games than you can see respect out of it.
Exactly. Yep. But that's why I love those teams. I mean, the Lions because they're here, and Michigan because I'm here.
I didn't explain why I love the Raiders.
No, you didn't. Because I never have understood that.
My dad was a Raiders fan.
Oh,
he enjoyed them. I don't know why my dad liked them either, because my dad's from I think my dad was born in Washington, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So I have no idea why my dad is a Raiders fan.
He probably became a Raiders fan when they were like that iron wall or whatever they used to call them, where they were just fucking murderous. The Raiders were for a while, I think in the 70s or 80s, they were just fucking evil.
Oh yeah, that's always been their MO for the longest time, but I've never really asked my dad why he's a Raiders fan. My dad always was, so I in turn became one, and that's just the team I stuck with.
Yeah, I can respect that. The Bears had a stint too where they were fucking just murdering monsters.
And they were on TV with, their dance and their music video. And
is that where Icky Woods come from, or is that Cleveland?
No, that's no, Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Bears did have like a whole dance that they were doing,
and they had a fridge.
Yeah.
A big ass fridge.
Yep. We work with a guy that they call the refrigerator. He's a monster.
Nice.
What is your favorite part of being a member of a football fandom? This is a little bit outside of the normal box of thinking. What's like, like for example, I'm a Michigan fan. My favorite part about being a Michigan fan is that the fan base's pride in Michigan's culture. The like Michigan is one of the few teams in the country that does the right thing because it's the right thing.
Right.
They tried to not bend or break the rules because they're the rules. They tried to be better than everyone else within the confines of doing the right thing. I mean,
Right.
I'm sure that all schools tout ethics, but Michigan has burned themselves time and time again in pursuit of being this better entity.
Right.
And it pisses a lot of people off. I hear
true.
all the time, oh, Michigan thinks they're this or that, you know, and they do because
they strive for that.
Right.
Like
right.
That's ingrained in all of them. That's what you strive
in every
for.
player's mission statement.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that they're willing to burn themselves and have a shit year if it means that they have to cut all their good players.
Right.
Whereas the teams that we often go nose to nose with, MSU and OSU, are notorious for bending, breaking, twisting the rules, paying off cops.
Fuck Ohio State.
Yeah. Getting their players out of trouble. A couple of years back, there was a player that had, I want to say, 6 or 7 driving on suspended licenses. And one of the boosters paid all of his fucking fines so that he could play that Saturday. You know what I mean? Just shit like that. You don't see that at U of M. And if you do, it's a giant fucking fight.
Yeah.
Like right now, U of M is debating amongst itself whether or not to take down the statue of Bo Schembechler because he knew about that asshole doctor that they had back in the 80s or whatever.
Oh no shit.
And he used to tell the boys, stop fucking around. I'll send you over to that finger doc. So they're like, well, you know what? Maybe fuck Bo Schembechler. And like he's the school's hero. That's kind of like what Penn State had to go through with Joe Pa.
Yeah, I mean, ignorance of it is still.
Yeah, absolutely.
It still is.
But the fan base of U of M is thick as thieves nationwide. If I'm down in Florida, there's, at Disney World, there's 20 people that are going to walk by me and go blue, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you don't hear that from other colleges and shit like that. Like, I don't, a guy walks by in a Alabama hat. Nobody's like, roll Tide.
Right.
Well, maybe Alabama. That was a bad example.
Maybe below the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, well, they're below the Mason-Dixon line.
The Manson-Nixon line.
That's the same reason I'm a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like wherever I go, like, I know of the Raiders fans at work. I know who they are. You know what I mean? Like, we have this kinship. We have this connection. We talk to each other. We know what we're talking about when we talk to each other. We're like, did you see that thing? And you're like, you fucking idiot. Yeah, I saw that thing. Can you believe he did that? Like, that's what being a Raiders fan is. Like, they traded Khalil Mack. Oh my fuck, are you serious? Like, that's what being a Raiders fan is. Like,
why?
What the fuck, man?
Yep.
Like, so, like, yeah, I agree with that. That thing you just have. You see that dude walking in the airport and, Texas, and he's got a Raiders hat. You give him that little nod, like, I know. All right, yeah, all right, dude. We're cool. We're cool. So I'd have to agree with that. That'd be my favorite part of the fandom.
Nice. I think ours was Giants fan winning Super Bowl and having my brother-in-law call up and say, hey, let's go to the ticker tape parade. And we'll park in Hoboken. We'll take the path over and we'll go to the ticker tape parade. And going with my wife and my 2 kids and my brother-in-law going to the ticker tape parade down the Hall of Heroes or the Canyon of Heroes, where it's just they're right there, and being a part of that solidified. I was always a Giants fan, but being part of that, where walking through the city for Giants Day, wearing our gear, and everyone you ran into was the nicest person and the coolest guy, and it's New York. But we've got something together. Like, we're here. Even the Jets will be like, yeah, they got it this time. So
That's awesome, though.
to have the whole family kind of experience that was probably my best feeling. And there's a lot of them, but that was huge.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that camaraderie is amazing. You always, when you see somebody in your team's gear, you can always have a conversation with them.
Absolutely.
None of the other shit that divides you from social class or political or all that goes away. When you get to, 5 minutes with a guy wearing your team's jersey, you guys are on the same level, and you talk about things, that
whether you want to talk about them or not, it's happening.
Yeah.
Like we are. It's like I'm committed, dude.
Right.
We share a wavelength.
Yep.
Through space and time.
My favorite is when I'm wearing like Lion stuff or more like Red Wings stuff. Like, I haven't watched Red Wings in past 2 or 3 years because they just suck right now.
Yeah.
It's just not fun to watch your team get beat over and over and over again.
It's not.
It's been the same way with the Tigers. The Tigers have been horrible for the past 3 or 4 years. So when somebody goes, well, the so-and-so and this is going to happen, and I think, what do you think about this guy? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. They're like, but you're wearing the appropriate attire for this conversation. And I'm like, yeah, I checked out. I got bored with them getting their shit kicked.
At some point, I'm going to hear they're doing well for me to jump back on the horse, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on.
Right.
But until that point, yeah, Red Wings, see ya.
Yeah, I'm like, is Zetterberg still playing? Datsuk? No?
No.
All right. Well, I'm out then. I'll catch back up when somebody cool's happening.
It's true.
But yeah, it's very much like I ran into the guy that works at the restaurant across the street the other day, and he was wearing a D&D shirt, and I'm like, oh, you play D&D? And we had a whole conversation for 15 minutes about D&D.
That's awesome.
Right?
It's awesome. Just, they're like markers that you're part of the same group, and you're
people, contact. We spoke. We became like we had something meaningful together.
Right.
And then we left. And you know what what side we on, what we thought about, doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Me and Lunar Girl going to a flea market, and the guy's like, well, as you can see, I'm a Giants fan. And it was like, yeah. And Lunar's like, yeah, here's my strap. We had a half-hour long conversation with this guy. He's bringing some cool Giant stuff. His wife's like, you're selling it to get it out of my house. These are the people to give it to. So we're going to go back and meet up with the guy and see what he's got as far as cool stuff at a nice price, because we had a half-hour long conversation from Giants from the 80s all the way to now. It's just how amazing. You just get lost all of a sudden in something you enjoy with a complete stranger.
Right. Or you go to somebody's tailgate party.
Right.
And you just meet some of the most interesting fucking people. Like, I went over to my buddy's house to watch the Super Bowl one year, and there was I want to say a previous corner for U of M. He was just there hanging out with his friends,
Nice.
He was friends with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's just weird. You run into people and you're like, oh, it's good to talk to that guy that I never would have known if I wasn't into this thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's just cool.
Definitely.
What else we got? Getting more into the technical side of football.
Oh, yeah. I like this question.
What is your favorite part of the sport itself?
Can I answer first?
Brady has to go last.
Damn it.
No, go ahead.
I love the long pass. Dude, just a fucking quarterback drops back to float it. fucking
The over the shoulder.
receiver has to
Let me
jump
ca-
for it.
let me
Whether
catch
it's
this
jumping
thing.
high, falling backwards, just some amazing. I love the long pass,
Oh,
dude. The
yeah.
long pass is one of my favorite things about football.
I do adore like the long pass, the anticipation, the guy laying out.
Yes, man. Yes.
Will he come down with it? Will he not?
Will the ground make him when he hits the ground? Is he going to drop the ball? Like
Mhm.
the whole
Straight
stroke,
West
dude.
Coast.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, dude.
Yep.
That's
Nice.
my favorite part of football.
The slow motion when you're counting his toes touch the turf.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one
That
drags
zoom
it,
in.
goes-
You got to get that zoom
Yeah.
in. Like
And
there
it
is green
goes-
between the white and the white.
Yeah. You go 1 toe 2.
Yes.
It's right. No, that's cool.
It's so silly, but the whole room will get super quiet, or the whole stadium if you're in a stadium, just dead fucking quiet. Toe.
So,
And it's
Yeah.
almost the same reaction whether it's a touchdown or just staying inbounds on the
just
play.
staying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
whether you're staying inbounds for the touchdown or inbounds on the field, it's like
Uh-huh.
everybody gets. Oh my god! Yeah, we did it!
That
Nice.
moment, or like you say, where same deal, but the guy's still 20 yards out, and he makes that fucking over the shoulder catch, and he's got 3 steps on the guy, and the guy behind him
Right.
just puts on the burners and almost
Oh.
gets him,
But
but
he
not
doesn't.
quite.
But doesn't. Yes,
Not quite.
dude. Deep pass. I love the
Ah.
deep pass.
That's good. That's good. What about you,
That's
DD?
nice. I am a sucker for the technical side of a good run, like a good slow motion highlight reel where you can see. I played on the line a little bit through high school and stuff, to where seeing blocks and making blocks and where the movement of how the line's going to shift in order to to protect or open up a hole, and to see a running back hit that blocking part, and like it's almost like the baton is handed and it's up to him to make that next move to get down the line. And whether it's 5 yards or 50 yards, I'm from that point of contact that he makes beyond the line, I'm just that's my favorite part. Because you can just picture kind of like geometry going around in this guy's head
Mm-hmm.
on angles and speed and who's going to get me, and then I'll
Yeah, like the Sherlock Holmes movies.
yeah, exactly. Just
I'll take 2 steps to the left.
right.
He'll grab me to the right. I'll spin right.
Yeah.
Stiff arm here.
Yeah, and then it just happens like boom, and
Yeah.
it's I'm a sucker for that. That is just a beautiful mathematical kind of like chaos. It's
Right.
great stuff.
I love it.
My favorite part is the car crash. The the guy that thinks he's he tight end, grabs a short dump off, turns around, and then just gets lit up by a free safety, pukes the ball up. Everybody's just like, what the fuck? The guy's rolling on the ground, can't breathe for 10 seconds because the guy knocked the wind out of him, and that free safety's just like, yeah, bitch. Running around like a freight train. Like, I love that shit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Just the absolute pure carnage of a good plan going wrong.
He
Right.
didn't know, and knowing's half the battle. The other
Right.
half is pure unadulterated violence.
Right. I feel the same way about a good blindside tackle on a quarterback.
Ooh, those are fun.
When the guy's just like,
Yeah, the left
and he
tackle lets a
turns
guy
his head
go.
just in time to watch his own body fold in and touch his forehead to his ankle.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Some interior lineman at 380 pounds just folded him on a Tuesday.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
And I really love it when that quarterback is Aaron Rodgers.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Fuck
Why
Aaron
wouldn't you?
Rodgers.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers is $40 million.
That is the stone cold truth. Anything else you guys can think of? Because I got one more thing that I really adore.
Go ahead.
I love when a punt return guy breaks north from like 98 yards out, weaving around
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
to the house.
Yeah.
Just absolutely love that. Even when it happens to us, I'm just like,
you have to admire
amazing.
it. Yeah.
You
To
know
break
what?
the ranks and just
on the
take
other
off.
side of that, I love when the kicker is the guy who catches is the last possible guy to catch him. Yeah. I also love that aspect of it.
Right.
Where it's because it's always like, oh, kickers ain't athletes, they're not shit. And he's like, I just fucked your day up. Like all these elite athletes couldn't get you, and I just fucked your day up.
Gets a shoestring before
just
he
barely
gets in.
Because I'm not even talking about lighting him up. I'm just talking about fucking
you're just tripping him,
taking him down.
Mm-hmm.
He's the last guy out there, and he is not the athlete that the rest of these fucking dudes are.
You know, he made a face or made a little smirk or something as he saw the kicker, and the kicker was like, "Yeah, ha." Right? All I did was this to your ankle, just a little, and you went. Blah, 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 blah.
They do too. You get a fucking 220-pound guy running balls to the wall. All it takes is just a little pink.
A little bit of fat. Yep, over.
Now, to reinforce my point, a couple of years back, do you remember the Michigan State game? The year we had Jabril Peppers, and he returned that. I think it was a fumble. It was an MSU fumble at the goal line.
At the goal line, yeah.
And he ran it all the way down and then just did a backflip.
Right.
He just was like, I'm a badass. I'm like, he's going pro tomorrow. And he did. He played 4 more games, and then he was no longer a college player. He was a professional football player.
Yep.
Right.
Who was he play for?
Cleveland.
He was playing for Cleveland at the time. He's moved now.
He's moved to, I think he was wearing blue and something.
He's a fucking giant now.
Is he?
Like that, you know.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jabril Peppers was a beast. A beast. He was a freak athlete.
Unbridled talent. Like bridling it is rough. But if you can get it, it's magic.
They had him doing punt returns. They had him working out of the Viper. Like that dude was just doing whatever.
Whatever he got.
Quarterback.
Yeah. He played corner sometimes. Just ridiculous.
Yep.
Let's see. And I want to say they lined him up as running back sometimes.
He's
like his
pretty
freshman year.
person. And he's close to the size of a linebacker.
Yeah.
in all of those roles.
Oh, I remember them putting him at running back a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
They were almost running him as a halfback. And he was not big enough.
Right. But he did it.
He would crash through the line.
Yeah.
Guy was nothing but heart with legs.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, here we go. This is a little bit more on the outside. What's your favorite fan activity? Pro, college, doesn't matter. Just as a fan, what's your favorite thing to do in support of your team?
This is easy for me, but I don't want to go first because I went first last time.
I'll go first. I'll go first. Ours, we have a tradition. We've been doing it for years, and it's called Eat the Competition. And every Sunday that's coming, we have a meal planned, whether it's dinner or lunch, depending on the game. And we come up with some of the goofiest things in order to, we're playing Cleveland. What's special about Cleveland? Wow, they're the Cleveland Brown. Okay, that's not going to work. So what's cool about Cleveland? Oh, they're good for this kind of sandwich. We'll go out and a hot dog with lettuce and tomato and pickles and onions and weird things on it. That's what they like over in Lunar Girl. Tell me that one. But I know that
in Chicago they put pickles on them.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, the Chicago dogs we've done, and of course, Dirty Birds all across the board. Eagles, Ravens, Cardinals, all of them. Usually wings, a type of wing. But yeah, that's we've been doing
awesome. That sounds like fun. I want to do that.
It's good.
Yeah,
stuff.
that sounds cool.
Yeah, that's all Lunar Girl. That's I give her credit for that. To eat the competition.
Lunar Girl seems in general pretty great to have around.
She's not that bad in small doses.
I got your small dose. Gonna get dosed every night until you're not here anymore.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in danger.
Mine 100% is tailgating at the big house. There's nothing better than I've been to a bunch of colleges, like Notre Dame and MSU and Eastern and Western, and the tailgating scene is relatively serious. But until you've been to a tailgate in Ann Arbor, it makes most college tailgates look like small potatoes.
Right.
It's not a campus invasion. It's most of the town.
Yeah.
It is a couple of miles of tailgate party from the stadium in all directions.
Right.
But the big coup d'etat is on the golf course and the high school property right next to the stadium, where they pack them in. I don't know. There's got to be an extra 400,000 people in town.
Probably
beyond the people that are in town, and not including the 100,000 people that are in the stadium.
Most of the Big Ten is pretty close to, like, when it comes to filling towns, and Michigan is definitely, that
it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean,
if you're here for the other team, just wear a normal t-shirt, because you're going to stick out. You're going to really stick out.
I mean, Michigan fans do give other teams shit, but not like I've experienced at other colleges.
Absolutely.
Like, it's if you're wearing Michigan stuff in East Lansing, it's ugly. You're liable to get in a fight.
It's gonna happen.
I mean,
it's green and white, or I have to beat you now.
Yeah, the attitude is different. As far as like, it's an act of aggression to be a fan of the other team in East Lansing. It's very strange.
I can see that.
Michigan fans will party with the opposing team like it's, whatever. But maybe not Ohio State fans. There's a fucking line there.
Yeah.
There's a fucking line. We don't party with douchebags.
I'll second that.
We're really looking forward to one of these days. We're going to come down to Penn and party with you guys.
My favorite thing, I love the Super Bowl party.
Oh yeah,
I love the end of the season Super Bowl. It doesn't matter if my team's in it, your team's in it, his team's in it, her team's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl party, man. I love the food. I love the atmosphere. I love the people just hanging around, watching football, having drinks, enjoying the food. Like, the kids are there. It's a lot of time. It's one of the few times my son actually watched football with me.
Right.
So I enjoy the Super Bowl party.
That is one of the nice things about the Super Bowl party is 99% of the time, nobody at the party has a team in the mix.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Yeah, most of the time.
I mean, unless it's your local team.
Right.
Like, there might be a guy that's got a Eagles jersey at the, in Detroit, but there's
we had, I think, 22 people at our Super Bowl party when the Giants were in, and they were local friends that were all Giants fans, except for a couple Eagles fans in the mix. But we welcome everybody. It's okay. We're in. You're not, so it's okay.
Right.
But good stuff. Good time.
I wonder if anybody from Ohio is going to watch this show and be like, "What the fuck?
Why does he keep saying?"
He's like, "Fuck Ohio State" like 18 times already.
Wow, what did I do?
Nobody likes you guys.
And even Lunar Girl, and everybody likes Lunar Girl.
Fuck you! Like, what the fuck?
Lunar Girl pushed him over.
If we could take Cedar Point and maybe the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out of Ohio, put them on an island
over
and just wipe out.
It doesn't have to
Ohio.
be anybody's now.
No, it's just it's ours. It's all ours.
Right.
We decided that we called CPS. We took the kids, and y'all can go to jail.
You're done.
You guys are going to human being jail.
Visitation.
No visitation. You can't even drive in that state without being confused.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
And the potholes are big enough to put a Datsun in.
It's true.
And for
Unless
some
you're on the
reason, it's
turnpike.
straight and it's flat, and the pothole still creeps right up on you. Like, hey, look out!
Like you said, though,
You're
unless
like,
you're
"Oh,
on the
geez."
turnpike, that's the only thing.
The turnpike's great, but you also pay $84 to get across.
Exactly. When we were coming out to Michigan, that was one of the routes we were looking at. It was like, do you want to pay tolls? I was like, well, what's the toll roads go? And it was like, Ohio's going to cost like $80. What?
There is 3 states in the country that are just insane for toll roads: Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Florida.
Yeah.
If you go to any of those states, pull your wallet out and just burn it.
And they wanted to send us to the turnpike on portion of it, and then right through, $100 in tolls. I'm not even going to spend that in gas.
When we drive to visit my wife's cousin in DC, we drive the Ohio Turnpike and 2/3 of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, because we got to go past Pittsburgh. There's maybe about 20 minutes past Pittsburgh, there's a highway that heads down to Maryland.
Yeah.
And it's $72 last time I took that trip. $72 each way. It's $140.
And the road sucks.
On top of the fucking probably $130 we spent in gas. The last time we went, we fucking flew, and it cost us an extra $100.
Right.
Her cousin picked us up at the airport. It's a 15-minute drive to her house. I will never drive there again.
It's like handing a stranger $100, and he does like a whole bunch of in your face, and then he grabs you and he shakes you a bunch, and then he walks away, and you're confused and you don't know what just happened, but you made it to where you were going.
Yeah. The last time we went to, my wife told me the wrong thing on a toll road, where she was like, you need to be over here. And I'm like, okay. And then we drove through the express pass. And I'm like, fuck. So I call the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission or whatever the fuck they are. And I'm like, hey, I need to pay this. And the lady's like, because it would have been like $6 or something.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, let me just, put it on my card, whatever. She's like, no, the ticket's got to be issued. I will mail it to you and blah, blah, blah. I get the bill. It's $53. Like, why?
That's crazy.
I tried to handle it right away. I was still on the road.
I was like, I was supposed to pay a toll. Can I pay a toll? And they were like, yeah, sure. In 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, you're like, the toll was not $53.
Right. I asked the lady at the next booth. I'm like, can I just pay it now? No, it doesn't work that way. Like, you guys are fucking dicks.
And then wait around for the fines and the penalties that they tack onto this, even though you were the guy on the phone.
Right. And I honestly, I said after that, I'm like, we'll never take the toll road again. We'll take side streets. We'll bypasses or whatever. And then I took a bypass with this guy coming home from Dave and Jason's, and we got trapped up in a mountain, and I thought I was going to fucking die.
No, I had everything under control.
No guardrails. He's doing 38 miles an hour. 40. And I felt like I was going to explode.
We were going downhill. It was fine.
I'm like, I'll just pay the $72.
It was his fault we were in the position we were in anyway.
We were just looking for something to eat, and we almost fucking died.
Well, that looks like a small town might have some good food. Oh, fuck. We got off
I hope you like Mexico.
Pennsylvania is a real fucking weird place.
It can be, yes.
It's beautiful, but it's weird.
Well, we did the Route 6 all the way through back, and because we live on Route 6, and just did that whole track through, and you start off in the Amish country and the Mennonites, and it is really great. And then all of a sudden you're like, I know I didn't see any signs. Why am I not on Route 6 anymore? Oh, well, it moved over 2 blocks ago. Because there's less people that we're seeing down this little 2 block. That's a trick. It was a trap.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I got a couple more questions about football, but we kind of need to push it along. So let's get into the AMAs. Do you got a pee?
No, I'm good.
All right, we'll push through. I'll digitally add commercials later. We already did the hot sheets.
Wow.
All right, so
We've already kind of answered this. We can say it again. We can get quickly through this one.
yeah, well, Todd asked what our favorite football teams pro.
Todd of WSTR.
Yeah, of WSTR. What pro or college, which we pretty much already answered. So if you weren't listening, sorry.
Yes. I like the Raiders and I like Michigan and Oregon Ducks.
Same thing with the next one. DJ asked why Michigan, and I told you why Michigan.
Yeah. So if you weren't listening, fuck you.
Wow. That was intense, DJ. That what Brady says doesn't reflect the feelings of the entire escape pod.
You looked at me in agreement. There was a nod.
Damn it.
Damn it. Lunar Girl asked us what our pre-show dinner was. You want to start, Dragon Buddy? Because I'm sure she has no idea what you had.
Not a clue. Pre-show dinner. We did sandwiches. Sandwiches and salad. Yeah.
Nice.
Sandwich. It's hot here. It's muggy and gross and sweaty. So yeah.
That's
it's
weird.
A nice salad.
That's weird is because I had a sandwich before I came over here. It was just a salami and pepperoni and cheese sandwich. And then when I got over here, he made salads. We had salads for dinner. And
Nice.
It's just weird that you had sandwich and salad. I mean, he didn't have the sandwich, but I did. Oh man, it's just the world. It's freaky, dude. It's freaky.
It's in the air. It's
Nice.
Summertime. Salads are a thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not young, because eating something big and heavy when you're in your 40s and it's hot, you're just fucking miserable.
Yeah. Why? It wasn't even that good.
When I was in my 20s, I'd go out and get a triple classic with cheese and the big fries, and then I'd go to work in a sweaty shop and be like,
It's okay.
Yeah, but now I'd spend that whole time going, I feel miserable.
Why am I here? I want to go home.
Get the meat sweats. Jen asks, who is your favorite DM and why is it Jen?
Well,
we have a real good reply.
Whoa. Let's back up there. We have actually had 2 DMs. So just to assume that you're the best DM out of 2. Yeah, I mean, the XP isn't saying.
I'm thinking that if there was an extra, I don't know, 8,000 XP to flow this way, we might be like, you know what? Jen is the best DM.
Yeah, I think 8,000. That's a good number. 8,000. I like it's almost like 4 apiece.
Yeah, we're not doing extortion. We're just saying if that were to happen.
If that were to happen,
it could be a thing.
Could be. Should be.
Dragon Buddy, you have played D&D with us.
I have had a DM. We share a DM, and
that was Jess, wasn't it?
That was yeah. Well, I forget who it was. No, I can't say that. That was Jen.
Was Jen the DM?
Yeah, Lunar Girl NBF.
Okay, so Jess is definitely your favorite.
Okay, I'm not playing this game anymore. You guys are making it
can
weird.
I leave? I'm scared.
This is so inside baseball for everybody. They're like, what the fuck are they talking? What's a DM?
What's it? Direct message? Who's your favorite direct?
Who's your favorite direct messenger? What the hell?
Stupid question, stupid Gen Xers.
Yeah, this is fucking Gen X.
I use AOL. Fuck off. We've answered that one on the last show.
The one about hobbies?
Yep.
Okay. What's your favorite Star Wars character?
What or who?
Who
is Dragon Buddy? Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Oh, canon, non-canon.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
matter.
Darth Revan, only because of playing both sides in Knights of the Old Republic and getting that whole storyline of Darth Revan. And that could he be good, could he be bad? And he was both, at least at some point. I really like that character. I identify as Revan.
Nice. He identifies as the Revan man.
Nice.
Mine is, this is so weak, but I'm going to say it. Stormtrooper. A Stormtrooper is my favorite Star Wars character. I fucking love Stormtroopers, man. They just, the aesthetic of them, just seeing them all in a group, in a formation, in a crowd, whatever, just fucking Stormtroopers, dude.
Nice.
I love Stormtroopers.
I love Stormtroopers. My favorite is Darth Bane.
Oh yeah, it's good books.
I
stuff.
really fell in love with that character. The way he struggled between being the vicious monster that he was and loving his apprentice. Like he really cared for that orphan girl. And then the thing with his armor being alive, that was really fucking cool. I'm a big fan of Darth Bane.
Nice.
I would say that, I think that's my favorite character.
Next, her question was, what is your favorite pizza toppings? I'm pretty simplistic. My favorite pizza toppings are pepperoni and banana peppers. It's just simple to the point. That's all it is. That's all I need.
I'm exactly the same opposite. I'm pepperoni pineapple. Sweet and spicy.
Wow.
I'll keep
Went
it
right
on
for the
show 'cause
pineapple.
We need to push the show on, but wow.
I like pepperoni and sausage.
Nice.
Or pepperoni and onion if we're going to go with a vegetable. Those
Ooh.
just play off of each other really well.
I like. I think that onion is a utility topping. You can pair that
True.
with anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing on a pizza that I think when you go, well, I'll put onion on there, that you're like, oh, you
Yeah,
don't
what are you doing?
You don't put that and onion on the same pizza. Fuck off. You can't do that. And
No.
I think you can get away with onion regardless.
Then you would have a whole room staring at that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, the guy that's throwing a fit about you don't put onions on with green pepper.
You
You're
don't put onion
fucking
on what?
crazy.
Tell me what? What's bad with onion?
No, I don't think you can. Onion on everything.
Hell yeah. Do it.
If you could interview one person for your podcast, I guess this is a me and Brady question. Unless you're, you were talking about starting a podcast.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah,
Something in
I've
the
got a lot of work
brews?
to do. Yeah, talking stuff out.
Okay, so
possibility.
if you could interview a person for your podcast, living or past, who would it be?
Oof. See, I think not having a podcast and not knowing the direction I would like to take, that's a hard question. So, I'm at a loss. I don't know who I would bring on. Living or past, I would think maybe Robin Williams.
Ooh.
Just to have like a talk, like nothing like pressing, asking stupid questions other than just to be able to talk to Robin Williams. I think that would be a cool thing to do.
This is gonna sound weird, but I would interview my friend Pac, just because I know we could talk about a lot, and I know we could just bring up. So it would be more of a conversation. It wouldn't be so much of an interview. So it would feel natural. It would feel fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think people would enjoy the conversation that we could have, bringing up old stories about being in the military and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would interview my friend Pac, and he's a cool cat. I think a lot of people would enjoy the different things he's got to say.
Nice. I've been on record as saying before that I'd like to interview President Obama.
No, that was to sit and have a beer with him.
I would like that too.
That's what the question was from
it?
the last AMA.
Was it? But I would like to interview Bo Schembechler in a conversation, discussing what's like his long view of what's gone on with Michigan and where he thinks things are going, and what his vision was versus what ended up. It just seems like it would be an interesting conversation to see, because he would be removed by 15 years, 20 years or so, and he would just be like, you know what, I thought it was going to be this. Scott from Used and Abused. I think I'd like to interview Mark Hamill too. I think that would be a super cool.
That would be a fun interview. That would be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And like you say, not about a certain thing that
Not
he's
a
doing.
serious conversation, like not a serious thing.
I don't want to interview him about what it was like to be Luke Skywalker.
Right.
I just
what
want
do
to
you
talk
think
to
about what's
him.
going on in the news right now? Not that kind of talk. No, just like a conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about who Mark is.
Yeah.
That kind of conversation.
Yeah.
I'll ask you this question first.
74.
If Michigan never existed, would Penn State be your college football fave?
No.
Yeah, no.
I would have ended up a Notre Dame fan.
I already said my other team was the Oregon Ducks, so I'd be an Oregon Ducks purist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we know your answer.
My answer is
Yeah, we know your answer. You don't even have to say it.
But there is a Michigan, so what does it matter?
Right. Like, what are you trying to say here? Jeez.
There's still a Michigan, so you still are going to yell at me. And I'll still get those calls from my daughter saying, hey, Dad, guess what? What's up? It's 10 p.m. and Michigan still sucks. Click. Oh,
that's
Snob.
great.
It's 10 p.m. and Michigan sucks.
Out of the past 74 episodes, what was your favorite podcast topic and why?
Yeah, I was just trying to think about that one because I'm so far removed from most of them.
I have mine.
Do you? Because why don't you talk about yours? And
the Rocketeer episode where we talked, because that's the episode where Smurf on the Turf came about.
Oh, the Smurf on the Turf episode really had
it had its staying power. It's still around.
Yeah,
it's still around. So that probably was my favorite topic. I don't even know how we got to that place. You'd have to go back but I remember it's the Rocketeer episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's towards the end of the show, and that is my favorite quote unquote topic. Smurf on the Turf.
My favorite one, without a doubt, after scrolling past it, was the Hall Pass episode.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That was super fun.
That was a lot of fun.
We had our wives tell us who they would fuck if they could, and then we tried to guess the other person's wife's pick.
And it was not good.
It was a mess, but it was a good time. It was one of those things where it started off as a fun idea, and then it took on a life of its own. And then in the moment, it was so much better than we ever thought it. It was just so much more fun than we thought it was going to be. It was silly. We got half drunk.
Yeah, it was a good time.
We had a good time.
It was funny. It was a funny episode.
Scott has brought up.
I was just about to get to it.
A question that was on my list of questions that we were going to skip over, but we're gonna go back and revisit it. So Scott's question is, what is the expectation of your favorite team, college or pro?
Yeah, I was gonna say, just pick one.
Just pick one. During the upcoming football season. And then my question specifically got into what it was going to take for that team to make it to the Super Bowl or the college championship game. So if you think you can, short answer that, go ahead.
My expectation for the Las Vegas Raiders is we will make the playoffs, whether that be the wild card or we get there. But my expectation is that we can pull the wild card spot this year and make it to the playoffs. I don't have realistic expectations of Super Bowl. I'm not fucking looking at that. That's just not realistic for my team.
Who's under center right now for the Raiders?
I couldn't tell you.
Fair enough.
Who's under center for Michigan?
Cade McNamara.
Oh, good. You're good. You're good. I'm going to look that up, though, because I don't believe you.
He said, yeah.
I like it.
I would say just professional-wise, Giants, I expect to see Saquon Barkley actually get some yards and have a healthy season and really break out as what he was in college. And if we make the playoffs, great. But while I'm all about we're going to win the Super Bowl when I talk smack, I honestly, if we can at least make a wild card spot, that would be an improvement.
Who's the quarterback? Manning isn't the quarterback anymore,
No.
right?
Now, Danny Dimes. You call him Dr. Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
I have no idea who that is.
You call
He's
him
their
Dr.
quarterback.
Jones.
He's their quarterback.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is.
We'll see. I have expectations for DJ. Don't throw it to the wrong team. Just let's break away from that.
That good, huh?
And don't trip over yourself.
Yeah, 4 times the amount of touchdowns to interceptions.
That's the way I felt about Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford was the king of being clutch.
Tough son of a bitch.
Yeah. Right up until he threw an interception with 1 second left on the clock.
That'll happen though.
You're like,
yeah,
this guy.
Yeah, you hate him then, but it happens.
But it was
true.
We were usually in trouble because of him. Then he would bail himself out and then fuck us at the last.
And then
second.
ruin it at the end.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
He would make up for 21 points in the last 7 minutes of the game and then throw a pick and like
lose by 2.
Yeah. Yep. That's what being a Lions fan feels like, guys. My expectations for the Michigan Wolverines are 8-4. I hope they go 10-2. But in order to do that, you have to have sophomore Cade McNamara be the kind of quarterback that we expect him to be a senior
I
year.
thought you were talking about who was the fucking center.
No, under center.
Oh, I know, but I took it like as the actual fucking center. Derek Carr's the fucking center of the Raiders. I thought you meant the actual fucking center. I'm like, and that's why I was like, you actually know who the fucking center of the Michigan Wolverines is?
Not this year.
Okay, I was gonna say, holy shit.
Ask me in a couple of weeks.
I'm kind of dense sometimes, I totally fucked that question up.
I can't remember.
I'm dumb. Hello, guys.
Our big center went pro last year, so I don't remember the new guy's name.
I'm a dumb.
Yeah, so it's going to come down to McNamara being as good as he was in the last couple of games we played, because we lost 2, and then McNamara took over and we won 2, and that was our whole season last year. And the defense, it's a new defensive scheme. And it's all going to come down to whether or not the guys understand and click in with this more complicated version of a defensive scheme.
Yeah.
New defenses are tough, especially when you're talking about college players.
Yeah.
But that would be the difference between whether or not they even have a shot at thinking about getting close to the playoffs.
Right.
And they still have to get past Penn State and Ohio State before that even happens. And they got to get there through Wisconsin.
Right.
So, I mean, we have a legitimate season.
It's an uphill battle for...
We're playing Wisconsin at Wisconsin, Penn State at Penn State, and Michigan State at Michigan State.
Yeah.
We have IU coming here, and we have OSU coming here. But, 8-4. That's where I'm at.
Right.
Fuck Ohio State. Thanks, Lunar Girl.
The guy in Ohio. Why the fuck do they keep saying that?
Again.
The best thing that could happen is they get a flat tire and forfeit.
I know our roads suck, but come on.
Yeah, they're responsible for them. They can live with them. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is an interesting one, especially for for Dragon Buddy. What's an ideal date night with your wives?
Oof. An ideal date night. This is entrapment, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, at least you're honest. Actually, to get away from, we haven't gone out in quite a while. So to be able to just get out of the house, doesn't have to be anything specific. We can drive all night. That like takes us back 25 years to the beginning of just, you know, hopping in the car with one headlight and heading on down the road, listening to the song, one headlight. You know, like I think it would be a night of just driving around and
Nice. I love it.
yeah, with nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Well done. What about you?
Easy. Me and my wife enjoy our date night. We enjoy going to the casino.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the buffet when you can go to the buffet. But this is the ideal date night, so I'm going to make it happen on this ideal date night. And we'll go eat at the buffet, get some ice cream in there for dessert, and then head out and I'll get some brewskis and drink some beer and play the slots and just gamble and then go home and call it a night. Because there's a travel to get to so there's a lot of conversation happening, which I enjoy.
Right.
So, yeah. Go in the casino because me and my wife really enjoy doing that. We don't get to do it too often, but when we go, we enjoy it. We don't fucking spend hundreds of dollars, but about $100 between the two of us, and it's a good night.
You can have a good time.
Yeah.
Driving seems to be the theme. Me and my wife just did this. It's my absolute favorite date night with her. We drive to a town called South Haven in Michigan. It's kind of a smaller town. They have a real unique downtown area with lots of little shops and stuff, and we go wander shopping around town. We don't really buy anything, but we shop in all the little shops, and then we have dinner at one of the little restaurants in that town when there's a bunch of them downtown, and then we drive over to the beach. We throw up some chairs, we sit on the beach, we read books and hang out with each other until the sun about goes down. And then we walk over to the little ice cream hut. We grab an ice cream, hop in the car, and come home.
I love it.
That's
I love
nice.
it. That's awesome.
There's no fuss, no muss, no nonsense. It's just me and her and some sand and a book.
Nice. Good stuff.
Well, we're quickly approaching 2 hours. Is there one of these questions from Jordan that you really want to jump on? Or do you want to save them for another show?
Let's save them for another show. Because we got more from like Luna Girl and
yeah, we'll save these ones from Jordan and we'll slap them on probably episode 100. We'll probably do some A&A stuff. Luna Girl says, I think we all want to know, when is Smurf on the turf happening?
I don't know. It kind of fell off. I think everybody forgot about it.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to happen.
It doesn't have to happen. Everybody forgot about it. There is no Smurf on the turf. Nobody's, yay, getting excited about it. Jess completely gave up on it, and he was one of the main ones behind it, and he quit on us.
And I had an appointment for my tattoo and everything.
He quit on us, so.
Bullshit.
So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I guess we're just waiting for Smurf Island to... Hoary Island to show up.
Yeah, once we find Hoary Island, we'll see what's up.
Right. You really want Just to find you Hoary Island? I'm pretty sure he can produce a Hoary Island.
Probably.
Our next question comes from Dragon Buddy, and he asks, when are the new mug designs being released?
They are on demand. I make those mugs on demand. So we've got a couple other stickers designs that exist, like the one with the Rebel helmets. If you want, I can whip you up a couple of cups and you can just send me the money to send them to you.
Nice.
I mean, it's that easy.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I
want to make some black ones.
Ooh.
I want to get some black coffee mugs.
Some black mugs with the
white stickers. I
Yeah.
think that would look dope.
yeah.
That would look
That
pretty
would look
sweet.
I agree.
Good.
I don't know how the clear coat will look on it. It might make the black cup hazy.
If you give it a, isn't there like a matte clear coat? Oh, you're using the
Well, in order to make the cups like dishwasher safe, I use like a
high end.
high temp engine paint.
You'd have to find a gloss or a matte finish. You'd have to find the finish that would work with said mug.
Well, what I wonder is with not actually baking them, if that clear coat would set.
It should.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
These are things that for another time.
But if you go to tpublic.com and search AGSW the Escape Pod, you can find the fucking
Find the
coffee mug
other
there.
designs.
There is coffee mugs there.
There's
But
coffee.
we'll come up with some other one. We've got some things we've talked about. We just got to put them together, and there's other things we want to make too, other designs and other things that we're thinking of to kind of put up TeePublic and then put out on our own. It's just got to come together.
It bums me out that TeePublic doesn't make hats.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Because like me and Brady have a really cool hat, but making them
affordable
for mass consumption is tough because they're like $25 to make them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and then you're gonna throw in another $5 for shipping. It's a $30 hat. You might as well go to Lids and buy yourself a new fucking Giants hat.
Fair enough.
The chicks in the buckets with the sheep. What the fuck did I miss?
That's some Horty Island
Those
stuff
were
right
the
there.
new designs that Jess had came up with.
Oh,
I guess I've never seen these.
And I was very happy to hear that you were working on them.
Oh, the picture on that he put on the internet of the chicks in the buckets with the sheep.
I must have missed this. You have to show this.
It's
to
all
me.
about the fucking D&D diamond thing. It's we've been talking for 2 hours.
I guess.
And it's so obscure. It's fantastic. So we're gonna leave you here, Dragon Buddy. Thanks for coming
man.
out.
Thanks for hanging out with us, dude.
And
Good
Dave
hanging out
didn't
with you guys.
show up again.
Fuck Dave.
We love you, Dave.
We love Dave. Fuck him.
Thanks for
Fuck
joining us,
Ohio
dude.
State.
We really appreciate it. Yeah, fuck Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yep.
Why do they keep saying that?
Again. Thanks for having me, guys.
See you,
It was fun.
buddy.
Later, dude.
So that was fun.
Hell yeah, it was.
It's a bit longer show. Thanks for sticking with us this deep, guys. Everybody make sure that you like this video. Give us a 5-star review, just like Darius did last week. And Brady here will read it on live on the show. It really helps people find us. And when you do, as I said, Brady will read it on the show.
I'm looking to see if we had any more, and we didn't have any more. So.
Probably didn't. Please make sure that you subscribe to us. Subscribers to us wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media and interact with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Join the Facebook group. We have fun in there.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
There's polls in there.
Yeah. Not that you can dance on, but
I did a couple polls and I've completely forgot to go over them, and we're over time. So sorry.
Yeah, it's too long. It's too long.
They were great polls, though. You guys missed out.
Yeah, and remember, we got to come up with a name for our stormtrooper in the studio, in the Sandcrawler Studios. We got to come up with a name for
Definitely.
him. The
Bodie McBoatface.
No, and then what was the one that he took a picture of it?
Steamy pile of
Steamboat Willie.
What was it? It was funny. Remington Plopswell the third.
Remington Plopswell the third with Desert Eagles.
With Desert Eagles.
Don, tell them where they can find you, buddy.
Well, they can always find me at Jetfire1979 on Twitter, and I'm DellaSnooch on Instagram. Tell them where they're going to find you.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at lowercase o 0 capital BIG _ capital LOVIN 0 lowercase o. Once again, that's on Instagram and Twitter.
That always makes me think of the Notorious B.I.G. every time you read it.
Hell yeah. I'm doing my part.
You can find us and other great podcasts at red5network.com.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
May the force be with you.
And go blue.
Go blue.
I gotta go. But I gotta piss. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, right outro this time.
Whoop, whoop.
This podcast is part of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts, visit red5network.com.